Hey guys, you've just finished reading scene 5 of A Christmas Carol and wanted to share with you my notes since I didn't get to be there with you today as you read it. And these might be some things that can help you with the comprehension questions that you're going to work on. So in scene 5, Marley is speaking directly to the audience again. And he says here that 2 misers have been turned. 1 in death. Too late. And he's talking about himself. Marley was a miser too. He's no longer a miser. He's learned his lesson, but it was too late. He's already dead. The other miser, Scrooge, was turned in time's penultimate nick. We don't talk like that anymore. We say in the nick of time, but that's basically what that means. Okay. Down here, Scrooge is again promising to change his life. He says the lessons that he's learned from the spirits will strive within him. And strive is one of our vocab words. And then, let's see. I'm going to turn over to the next page. The only thing I marked on this page was when Scrooge buys this prize turkey. I wanted to point out to you that when we saw the Cratchit family earlier in the story, they were eating a goose for their Christmas feast because they could not afford a turkey. I guess a turkey was a much more expensive bird to buy back then. And so they had to settle for a goose. So not only does Scrooge now want to buy a turkey, but he wants to buy the prize turkey, a really big one. And he says down here, when he's talking to Adam, he says that he is in earnest, which is one of our vocab words, meaning he's very serious and heartfelt. Okay. And I'm going to skip over to the next page again. He wants the turkey delivered to Bob Cratchit's house so that they can enjoy a real Christmas feast, a much more substantial meal than they were enjoying when Scrooge visited them with Ghost of Christmas Present. Okay. And then when he gives Adam the money, Adam says, I don't have change for that. And Scrooge says, well, keep it. It's Christmas. And then the poulterer says, you've given me too much here too. And Scrooge says, of course I have. It's Christmas. So he pays him too much on purpose, and he's happy to do it. So that's a great thing to see. And then over here on this page, when he sees the portly man again, he offers to make a donation for the poor. And we don't know how much he actually offers, but apparently it's a lot because the portly man is kind of surprised. He's like, what, were you serious? And Scrooge says that he's including a lot of back payments. So those back payments would be for all the years that he should have donated but didn't. So he's making up for the mistakes in his past, or trying to at least. Then he goes to visit his nephew and his niece. And then, it's funny because earlier in the story when Fred, his nephew, invited him to Christmas dinner, do you remember what Scrooge said? He said, I'll see myself dead first. Or I'd rather see myself dead. And guess what? When he was with the Ghost of Christmas Future, he saw himself dead. So it actually kind of came true what he said, which is kind of funny. When he goes back to work the next day and Bob Cratchit is late. And the regular Scrooge from the early part of the story would not have been okay with that. So he kind of messes with him here and pretends like he's mad. But instead he raises his salary and he says he's going to endeavor or try to assist Bob's struggling family. And then down here at the very bottom, he says, or we learn that Tiny Tim did not die. Probably as a result of Scrooge helping the family, maybe with medical bills, making sure they had enough food and good quality food to eat, paying Cratchit a salary that's going to help him keep his family safe and healthy too. So we have a very happy ending, and then it ends with Tiny Tim's iconic quote, God bless us, everyone. So you guys are going to work on the questions for scene 5, and I will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow.